Communique from the Catholic Bishops' Conference of Sudan and South Sudan, Annual Plenary Assembly, 12th to the 19th of November 2024. Good Shepherd Peace Center, Kit, South Sudan, under the theme, One Body, One Spirit in Christ. We, the Catholic Bishop of Sudan and South Sudan, gathered for our annual plenary assembly at Good Shepherd Peace Center in Kit from the 12th to the 19th November 2024 under the theme, One Body, One Spirit in Christ. Have prayed, shared, and reflected on the various pastoral and social political situations in our dioceses across both countries. During this time, we have also considered the implications of these situations within the broader context of the Eucharistic Congress and the celebration of the Golden Jubilee of the establishment of Sudanese hierarchy. Our reflections have centered on the Eucharist, and that strengthens our unity and the challenges our people face in the current social political climate. These anniversaries are an invitation for all of us to pause and reflect on the journey of our church, remembering the countless moments of grace that have shaped the church amidst times of joy and sorrow, wars and peace. We are sustained by the Holy Eucharist, which is the center of our lives as the church. We encourage you to remain on the path of faith preached by our predecessors, even in the most tragic moments. They persevered and kept the faith. The Holy Eucharist was their source of strength, which continues to our present time. We congratulate and appreciate many of you who seriously embarked in the last 1 year on the celebrations of the Eucharistic Congress and the Golden Jubilee of the establishment of the church hierarchy to deepen and gain spiritual benefits for yourself and your families. We are assured by the enthusiasm and the vibrancy of your faith, which you demonstrated throughout the year of the celebration of the Eucharistic Congress and the Golden Jubilee celebration in all our dioceses. We are deeply worried about the deteriorating social political situation in the Sudan, which is the result of war that started since the mid-April 2023. And it continues with no chance for peace due to the lack of dialogue between the Sudanese armed forces and the rapid support forces. Thousands of Sudanese lost their lives and millions fled their homes to seek refuge in relatively peaceful states or in neighboring countries. The humanitarian consequence on the civilian has gone beyond toleration and must be condemned in the strongest term possible. Therefore, we urge Sudanese people to learn how to survive together, reject violence, and work for peace. We equally implore the neighboring countries, the intergovernmental authorities, on Development, IGAD, the African Union, and the United Nations to prioritize their intervention to rescue Sudan from disintegration and restore peace. We call upon the warring parties and their supporters on both sides to respect humanitarian law and desist from blocking humanitarian corridors for life-saving assistance. We are equally concerned by the continuous social, political, and economic crisis in South Sudan, which has created humanitarian stress, especially with the civil servants and armed forces not paid their salaries for almost 1 year. With the recurring postponements of democratic elections in South Sudan, the hope for sustainable peace is waning out. The catastrophic flood has submerged villages, adding to the existing human-induced sufferings. The local communities are still killing each other and being targeted by the armed groups around the country. Recent examples are of the massacre that took place in Wonduruba, killing in Kajokeji, and continued fighting between armed youth and South Sudan People Defense Forces in Nasir County. We call upon the government and the arms group to respect life and protect civilians and their properties. We exhort the government of South Sudan and the opposition groups to speed up the implementation of the milestone of the 2018 Revitalized Peace Agreement and the resolution of the conflict in the Republic of South Sudan, and the speedy conclusion of expected 2024 Tumani consensus without further delays. We desire to see South Sudan transmitting quickly from politicians-based power sharing agreements to people-shared constitution prolongations, multi-party dialogue, and election of government leaders. We plead with the international partners to continue supporting South Sudan to exist from humanitarian traps into a development nation state which values stability for prosperity. We also make a heartfelt appeal to the neighboring countries to respect the territorial integrity of South Sudan. We urge the government of South Sudan to remain steadfast in safeguarding the borders, as any compromise on territorial encroachment could lead to conflicts with the local communities with far-reaching implications of regional instability. As we come to a close of this statement, we strongly encourage all believers in God and people of goodwill to integrate their faith into their daily work and to be faithful witnesses of God's truth and love to all humanity. Let us not lose heart in our efforts for peace, reconciliation, and healing, which are embodied in the theme of our Eucharistic Congress, One Body, One Spirit in Christ, given at KIT on November the 21st, 2024. God bless you.
Thank you.